What's going on, y'all, man? Big get for the Texas program. This was announced at 12 o'clock today, man. Justus Terry, somebody that Georgia really wanted. Remember his recruiting journey. Committed to Georgia, decommits, commits to USC, opens it back up, man. I think this is very interesting because if you're Texas, you do an outstanding job of letting one of the top players in the country, and you don't allow nearby Georgia to get them. You know what I'm saying? So really what it comes down to, man, this recruiting stuff, it's never over until it's over. You know what I'm saying? It goes all the way until they officially sign on that dotted line, man. So you could be committed since your sophomore year. The likelihood of you staying, it's not very high. Now, the only one I can say that's done that recently here in Georgia is Luke Nickel. Like, was committed to Miami since like August 11, 2023, and stayed the whole way. You know what I'm saying? So outstanding job by him. He was locked in with Miami and the Hurricanes for the longest, but I can't understate Texas fans how elite this guy is. Like, he's been known since the eighth grade. He went viral for a picture he had posted, just with how big he was in the eighth grade, and how athletic he was as well. Just a freak. Had over 20 plus offers from that point. And this really has done good work with Manchester, man. Now, they've been a team here in Georgia that has gotten to the state championship game a few times. Unfortunately, they've lost to Bowden, who's a really good team here, also in the state of Georgia, but always legendary battles. Last year, they dealt with a little bit more, with just as far as just a few murders. Unfortunately, rest in peace. Sending my condolences to them, and what happened with some of the kids, man. I mean, just things you hate to see, especially with just kids having a chance to play on the next level. But nonetheless, man, they're back this year. They're having a good year. Quay Cooper, the Favors brothers, and they're right back in the semifinal. They got a big game coming up tonight. And they might be on the collision course once again. We're a back-to-back state championship game with Bowden. So Justus Terry going to be a big part of that. He's dealt with a little bit of injury this year, just far as maintaining and trying to work through that. But there's no doubt about it, man. I mean, this kid is elite. He's big. He's strong. He's fast. He's agile. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him take on double teams before and still break through and get there. He has the power to use against opposing offensive linemen. He has speed. So you're getting a very elite defensive lineman to come to the Texas team, who already, I believe, is one of the better teams in the country. I mean, everybody knows that. But, just to land him and kind of steal him away from your rival, Georgia, who you're going to meet on Saturday. Man, if you're Kirby Smart, you got to be kicking yourself a little bit not to land this kid. But they still got Elijah Griffin. He still was able to keep Isaiah Gibson. So you do feel good about that. But I'm telling y'all right now, Texas fans, when you look at the true freshman list I just did, and you look at some of the guys like a Colin Simmons coming in and contributing early on for your program and being one of those guys as a true freshman, Terry has that same upside. Now, you got a lot of elite players. You got Grayson Littleton. You got Zealous Hicks. Okay, you got a whole bunch of different players that are going to be able to come in and contribute and can play multiple with this elite Texas defense. You're getting an instant impact guy in a Justus Terry. Trust me when I say that. I don't say that lightly. Like a guy that can come in and have 30 to 50 tackles. He can have like 10 to 15 tackles for loss, 8 sacks. Like, he can contribute that his freshman year. That's how much upside I have in him. It's just going to be important that he remains focused and remains locked in, do what he's supposed to do, which I'm sure he will. But he's an elite kid, man, and been a joy to watch over the last few years. Hopefully they make it again to the state championship game so I can see him up close and personal in that. But, man, this is just an elite team. And Texas ain't playing around, man. Shout out to Steve Sarkisian and Coach Shark. Like, Longhorn fans, get lit up, get excited, man. Y'all steal him from in-state Georgia. It don't get much bigger than that. So, yeah, man, that's my thoughts, man. Justus Terry announces the decision. Texas Longhorns, man. Hook 'em horns, outstanding prospect, man. Y'all gonna love this one, man. Has the potential to be a first-round pick. If he reaches it and everything, that's how elite this kid gonna be. Y'all gonna see soon enough, man. Outstanding get for the Longhorns. And one more thing, Texas fans, that get of getting Justus Terry has landed you the #1 class according to 247 Sports. That's how you get it done. I haven't even mentioned Khalid Lockett. I haven't even mentioned Jaime French. Elite class for the Texas Longhorns is going to be there for years to come. Arch Manning is probably going to be the starter next year for you, and you feel good going forward, man. Elite talent. A couple guys obviously hit the portal. You got an elite receiving core. We've seen what Ryan Wingo's been able to do. Y'all should be excited. I'm taking y'all this weekend. I'll have a full deep dive into why I'm taking Texas over Georgia and why. I don't know why people think Georgia's going to win. Texas is going to hook them. Texas is going to have a big-time game, and Quinn Ewers is going to perform, and I think he's going to have a monster game, man. And they're going to show everybody in the college world we are a national contender for those that don't already know. All right? So, Texas fans, be excited, man. Y'all are in it. And y'all got a potential chance Saturday to win the SEC championship in the first year in the SEC. Who else can really say that besides SMU? I'll leave it at that.